Okay. Good morning, everyone. So let's start our class. So today I have decided to start a chapter, a new chapter. That is chapter number three, and chapter number three is all about uh, Indian National Congress. Definitely, you will understand about it here. So you might have heard about Indian National Congress, but a long time back, if you go back to the history, after the independence of our country, we'll understand that. Our Indian democracy had faced a lot of problems, and the country which today we have, the constitution which today we have, is followed by each and every citizen of the country. That is all we know about our constitution. So today we are going to discuss about chapter number three, that is the challenges to the Indian democracy from 1964 to 1977. 1964 to 1977. So in this chapter, we'll study about uh, the role of a syndicate and the factionalism in the Congress. Okay, what was the role played by the Congress and who were known as syndicate? Everything will come to know. Okay, so role of syndicate. So syndicate was a body introduced during the old Congress guards. Just a minute. Okay, this is how. So you can see over here. I think you can see the screen. I have shared my screen over here. So, role of syndicate and factionalism in the Congress. There was a split within the Congress, and what was the reason behind the split within the Congress, that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So, you can see here towards the end of Nehru's life, K. Kamraj became the president of All India Congress Committee. So, as you know that the Congress, which was established in the year 1885, the first session was held at Bombay, and the first president of Indian National Congress was K. Kamraj. W.C. Banerjee. Okay, so this way every year Congress sessions were held in different parts of the country, and every year they chose one president of the Congress. Okay, and the resolutions were decided in the sessions. So uh, during the after the, we can say that towards the end of Nehru's life, when the Nehru's life was towards the end, at that time, K. Kamraj became the president of All India Congress Committee. Okay. So after Nehru's death, Kamraj was instrumental in bringing Lal Bahadur Shastri. That means after the death of Jawaharlal Nehru, it was Kamraj who was the one who brought Lal Bahadur Shastri to power in 1964. So Lal Bahadur Shastri became the Prime Minister of India in 1964, and he was a part of a group of leaders in Congress known as the syndicate. Syndicates were the veteran leaders of the Congress, all the old veteran leaders of the Congress who had more, what you call it, dominance in the Congress. Their words were followed by the younger congressmen and all. They were the caretaker of the Congress and all. That is why they were known as the syndicate. So after the Lal Bahadur Shastri's sudden death in Soviet Union, you know that Lal Bahadur Shastri's death is still in mystery, right? After signing agreement in Tashkent he died after 1 hour. So that is still a mystery how it happened. So that we can discuss later on also. Lal Bahadur Shastri's sudden death in Soviet Union, Soviet Russia. The after that, what to do, because he was the prime minister of our country, and sudden death has brought a lot of shock within the country. So the syndicate, the old guards, they decided to favor Indira Gandhi, the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru, to become the prime minister. But at that time, another veteran leader after Lal Bahadur Shastri was Morarji Desai. But in spite of favoring Morarji Desai, these old guards wanted Nehru's daughter Indira Gandhi to become the prime minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi to become the prime minister. Okay, and the initiative was taken by Kamraj, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi became the prime minister of India in 1967. Okay, so in 1967, Indira Gandhi became the prime minister of India. Now you can see here, after 1967, the problems started coming up because Indira Gandhi was very new at that time, very young at that time. Okay, but many of the people definitely did not support Indira Gandhi, and many of were of the opinion that why to be under the command of a woman. So that type of attitude also was there. Gender bias was there among the Indians that time also. So you can see the first problem, the first major problem or the serious problem faced by the Congress in 1967 was when Samyukta Bidayak Dal owned the control of several states in Hindi belt. In all the states wherever Hindi speaking peoples were there, their Samyukta Bidayak Dal had control over those states. So Mrs. Indira Gandhi had to face the severe challenges of the leadership of the majority party, and then the conflict started between Indira Gandhi, okay, and then due to this, my dear, the conflict led to the split, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi started a new party known as Congress R. So within the party, she started a new party known as Congress R. And the old Congress, whoever were there, that party came to be known as Congress O. Congress O means Congress Old. Okay, Congress Old Guards. Okay. So you can see here another important reason for the split within the Congress was very clear. Just a minute, it's not responding. Okay, so another important reason of split between the Congress was that there was a clash between the old guards and the Congress under Indira Gandhi. So now situation became very clear in 1969, my dear, when the president of India, Dr. Zakir Hussain, when he expired, my dear. So new president was to be elected. You know that in our country, after the death or after the term of the president, new president is elected. So it doesn't mean that the president will be chosen by the party. It is not like that. Candidate will be chosen by the party, but will be elected by the members indirectly. So it is mentioned that 1969 President Zakir Hussain, okay, the syndicate faction, the syndicate group, that is the old guards, Kamraj and all, Morarji Desai and all, they had chosen Sanjeeva Reddy as the Congress candidate. They wanted Sanjeeva Reddy to become the president. Okay, so their full support was for Sanjeeva Reddy. But at that time, the vice president of India was V.V. Giri. He also resigned from the vice presidency, and he also filed a nomination to contest the presidential election as an independent candidate. Okay, V.V. Giri also wanted to contest the election, so he filled the nomination as an independent candidate. And this V.V. Giri, the ex-vice president, was given full support by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Mrs. Indira Gandhi gave full support to V.V. Giri. So this was against the Congress, no? So my party has decided to support Sanjeeva Reddy, but you are supporting somebody else. You are going against the party rules. Okay, but anyhow, Sanjeeva Reddy was defeated. V.V. Giri became victorious. V.V. Giri became victorious, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi now was served with a so-called notice for her indiscipline action. Why did she go against the party discipline and all? She had to now explain it. Okay, but she did not bother to reply to the letter. So she did not reply, and due to that, there was a split within the Congress. So Indira Gandhi's faction now, okay, came to be known as Congress R. Okay, and the old Congress remained as Congress O. Okay, so old Congress remained as Congress O. So you can see over here that Indian National. So later on, this Congress R later on came to be known as Congress I, that symbolizes Indira Gandhi's Congress. Congress I. Today also you see here the name of the party is Congress I. Congress I means I for Indira. So Congress belongs to Indira Gandhi. So Congress R was now changed into Congress I, that is Congress Indira Congress. Okay, and this faction definitely had Indira Gandhi definitely had maximum number of MPs in her support. So naturally, Mrs. Indira Gandhi remained in control of the government. Okay, then in later on we see that now she started up the what do you call it? Full-fledged, full establishing full-fledgedly within the party and to hold control over the other belts of the country, she now started a popular agenda to gather the support of the people. She wanted more and more support of the people. Definitely, my dear, the leader, definitely they don't require support of the party member, definitely require the support of the people as a whole who will vote for him or her. Okay, so definitely we see over here Mrs. Indira Gandhi wanted to follow the popular agenda to gather the support. Okay, she then raised the slogan such as Garibi Hatao, remove poverty. What was the slogan of Indira Gandhi during the 1960s and all? Garibi Hatao. That means she wanted to remove poverty, from the country. And definitely she also wanted to have a good relation with the Soviet Russia. But the old guards of the Indian National Congress, that is on Congress old guards, they were not at all ready to have relation with Soviet Union. Okay, they stood against the Soviet Union's help. So it is mentioned over here. But the old guards of Indian National Congress stood for more conservative agenda and distrusted Soviet help. So anyhow, this old guards, you must understand, this old Congress guards, my dear, later on merged with the much larger Bharatiya Lokdal and other parties to form Janata Party as a more united opposition to Indira's rule. So now these old guards, they found themselves in a very difficult position now, because Indira Gandhi has moral support as well as people support. That is why these old guards had lost control over the Congress. So now this old guards now decided to merge with another parties in order to defeat Congress I from the elections. So they joined with Bharatiya Lokdal and then other smaller parties like Janata Party. Okay, and that became Janata Party later on. So today you see here Bharatiya Janata Party, which we call it, they were also a part of old Janata Party, old Jan Sangh Party, Janata Party and all, right? And later on, when the monopoly of the monopoly of Indira Gandhi went on increasing and increasing, then definitely we saw that these old guards could not mm, what do you call it, digest her dominance. That is why they had to separate themselves and they joined with the Janata Party. Okay, so this is all about the split. If you're asked about what was the reason behind the split within the Indian National Congress, then you can say that is after the death of Jawaharlal Nehru as well as Lal Bahadur Shastri, situation was completely out of control for Indian National Congress. Okay, and the most important turning point in the split of the Congress was the election of the president. Okay, Sanjeeva Reddy was supported by the old guards, and VV Giri, the vice president who contested the election as an independent candidate, was supported by Indira Gandhi. So that was Indira Gandhi went against the party norms and supported the independent candidate. This way, Indira Gandhi's dominance was increasing, and she was not ready to listen to any of the old veteran leaders of the Congress who were his father's friend even. Okay, so she was doing according to her own wishes. So they separated themselves from Congress I even. Okay, so you can see here all these things are written over here same again in 1967. So the part which we discuss right now is the split. Okay, role of syndicate and factionalism in the Congress. How did the Congress break into two different parts, that we discuss. Now here again the same thing we are going to discuss over here again. Importance of the election of 1967. Okay, so you know that in 1967 election was held, okay, for the fourth Lok Sabha election. Indian National Congress remained in power by winning the clear majority, but this time 70 seats were lesser than the election which was conducted in 1962. In 1962, the number which they got this time, if you compare that number with 1967, 70 seats were less in 1967. So anyhow, Congress was in power, was in clear majority and formed the government also, but the seat has reduced. So Congress party has faced number of internal divisions within that time also, as we discussed earlier. After the death of Lal Bahadur Shastri's death, Indira Gandhi, daughter of late Jawaharlal Nehru, was succeeded Lal Bahadur Shastri as leader very soon. So all this we have already discussed. Okay, now you can see here the most important feature of election of 1967 was a dramatic defeat of the Congress. Dramatic defeat of the Congress. So, though Congress succeeded in retaining control of Lok Sabha, but its majority was drastically reduced. Congress also lost its majority in assemblies of 8 states. In 8 of the assemblies elections, my dear, Congress lost it. Which were the states they lost the election? Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab, West Bengal, Odisha, Madras, Kerala. Okay, and these areas you can see Jansangh emerged as a main opposition party to the Jansangh. Jansangh is the party, now it is known as Jansangh split into different parties, and today one part of Jansangh is Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, so Jansangh emerged as a main opposition party in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, South, and Swatantra in Odisha. Swatantra party in Odisha. Okay, and Swatantra in Odisha, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and SSP in Bihar, and Communist Party in West Bengal and Kerala. West Bengal and Kerala. These were the other parties who emerged victorious in the election of 1967. Okay, so this is the importance of the election of 1967. Okay, so the last part I am searching, just a minute, importance. So importance of election of 1967, we have already done it, right? So this is the last part, you can see over here. So result of the election of 1967, you can see over here, very important. Sometime you might be asked what were the results of the election of 1967. The Congress party lost the confidence of the people. Party suffered a serious setback, though it succeeded in retaining the power. Though they were in power, but number was reduced. Okay, number of seats were reduced, and the decline of the support of the Congress was seen when the party lost control in 6 states government in election. 6 state government means state assembly government. State government election they lost. Electoral losses of the party led Mrs. Indira Gandhi become more and more assertive and wanted to opt for series of choices. This put her against the rest of the party establishment. The internal strife continued. The problem within the party started becoming more and more bigger and bigger. And due to all this, she was expelled from the party in November 1969. She was expelled. She was removed. And this action led to the split of the party into 2 factions, that is Congress O, which we have discussed. Congress O led by Morarji Desai and Congress R led by Indira Gandhi, and this Congress R later on became in Congress I. So now she continued to head the minority government with support of the CPI, Communist Party of India, until she called an early election in 1971. Okay, so this is how Indira Gandhi, my dear, Indira Gandhi, we know about Indira Gandhi that this is how she was in power for many years, and her dominant role we know very well. And the Congress party today which we have in our country is not the real Congress, my dear. This is not the real Congress. This is just the party which was separated from Congress O, the Congress into Congress R, and Congress R later on becoming Congress I. Okay, this is a very small part of this chapter. That means the topic is 2 topics we discussed over here. Number 1 is what were the reasons behind the factionalism in the Congress? What were the reason due to which there was a faction within the Congress? Why there was Congress O and Congress R? And the next one is the importance of the election of 1967. These 2 topics are discussed today. Okay. हेलो हेलो कौन सा? ठीक है, पासवर्ड भेज रहा, क्लास कर रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है, मैं भेज रहा हूँ 2 मिनट, ठीक, भेज रहा हूँ. So this is all about the party, my dear. So so this is all about the end of this chapter, my dear. So I hope now I'm going to ask you a few questions. So let us see whether you can tell whether you have listened to the class properly or not. Okay. So let us start with few of the questions, my dear. Shall I ask you? What was the most important reason behind the factionalism of the Congress? What reason was there? Yes, yeah, Mingma, you said.
Yes, sir.
Acha, tell me, who was Indira Gandhi?
Indira Gandhi was daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru.
Okay, when did Lal Bahadur Shastri die? Hmm?
1967.
When did Lal Bahadur Shastri die? Acha, Banti Majumdar. Banti Majumdar. Who was VV Giri? Banti?
Yes, sir.
Who was VV Giri?
Yes, sir.
VV Giri was the Vice President of India who filled the nomination as an independent candidate to contest the election of the president against Sanjeeva Reddy. Acha, Vijay Jaiswal, tell me. Vijay Jaiswal,
Sir. Yes, sir.
who raised the slogan Garibi Hatao?
Sir,
Who raised the slogan Garibi Hatao? Garibi Hatao, who raised the slogan?
Gandhi.
Huh?
Sir, can I tell?
Say.
Sir, Indira Gandhi.
Very good. Vijay Jaiswal, note it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Indira Gandhi. Acha, who wanted to develop closer ties with Soviet Union? Who? Who wanted to develop a good relation with Soviet Union?
Congress O.
No. Indira Gandhi, no?
Indira.
Indira Gandhi wanted to have closer union with. All guards were against it. Right? Am I right?
No.
Huh?
It's not.
Any doubt? That means you can see the point over there. See, then raised the slogan such as Garibi Hatao and wanted to develop closer ties with Soviet Russia. That is Indira Gandhi, no? Indira Gandhi wanted to develop closer ties with Soviet Russia and all guards were against it. Is that clear, Niti sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we don't have much question from this chapter. So two questions for long, my dear. Together it may come. They may ask you regarding the question like reason behind the, what were the reason due to which there was a faction in the Congress, and the next one is give the importance of election of 1967. These are the two questions. Please note it down. Note it. Did you note?
Sir, can you repeat once more?
No, sir.
So can
Okay, if you have the, if you have the book, you can see question number 1 and 2. Discuss the importance of the national election of 1967. And question number 2, discuss the causes of factionalism in the National Congress. Did you get?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you have the book, you tick mark, and if you don't have, please write it down. Once again, I am repeating. Discuss the importance of the national election of 1967. And number 2, discuss the causes of factionalism in the National Congress. Is that clear?
Can you repeat this importance
Yes,
of the
sir.
election of 1967?
Importance. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
discuss the importance of the national election of 1967.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you have the book with you, then you can please do the short question answer up to where we have done. Like up to question number 10 you can do. Okay, short question book. If you have the book, then short question answer 1 to 10 you can do. Okay, 1 to 10. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tanuja, are you still there or sleeping?
No, sir, I am here.
Good, good, good. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, then let's sign out from here. Okay, we'll meet again next time. So this time is okay, no, dear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, accordingly I'll manage the time. Okay, so routine wise not possible. I thought to make a routine and do it is not possible. Okay, because I have so much of work. Work in the sense this work only, making videos, sending to the class, a lot of, yeah, these are the problems. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can you please repeat importance of the election of 1967?
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
summary, sir.
Summary you want?
Yes, sir. No, not
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. So summary in the sense that 1967 election, what we saw was that Indira Gandhi was not at all in a very good position. Okay. So there was a split within the Congress also later on due to this only. So let me tell you, the election of 1967 was not at all favorable for the Indian National Congress. The election brought a very bad result for the Congress because as compared to the election of 1962, the number of seats was reduced. 70 seats were reduced from the earlier election. Okay. And then after that, Indira Gandhi died also. Lal Bahadur Shastri's death brought a lot of problem within the Congress. That is why Indira Gandhi was supported by Morarji Desai Indira Gandhi was supported by K. Kamarajan to become the prime minister. Yeah. And but actually, if you see properly over here, next after Lal Bahadur Shastri was Morarji Desai. Morarji Desai should have been made the prime minister, but you can see here, I don't know why Kamarajan took this decision to make Indira Gandhi the prime minister. Till today I couldn't understand, because the best candidate, the veteran, and the what do you call it, experienced person was Morarji Desai that time. But in spite of that, Kamarajan supported Indira Gandhi. It's like, no, suppose you are class 12 students and if you choose class 11 as a captain, you'll feel hurt or not? Definitely you'll feel seniority wise also. That is all about here. Kamraj, that means Morarji Desai was a friend of Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru. So he had seen lot of ups and downs of the country. He should have been made the prime minister. But why? Why Indira Gandhi? Why Indira Gandhi? That still is, I don't know. I don't understand why she was made the prime minister. Maybe she wanted, the Congress wanted to get the sympathy of the people. Bichari, Abla, Nari. This way they wanted to get the sympathy of the people. That is why she was made the prime minister. Okay. After making her the prime minister, then the problem started within the Congress, because many were there who were not happy with Indira Gandhi becoming the prime minister. And you see here the numbers also decreased. Okay, numbers also decreased. So you can see here, it is mentioned also that Morarji Desai, who became the rival, Morarji Desai became the rival of Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi became the prime minister and Morarji Desai became the rival. So that is obviously true, my dear. Obviously true. I am waiting for my chance, but somebody younger than me becomes the powerful person in the party. So that is not at all acceptable. Okay. And then due to importance is that there was a major breakdown within the Congress party, because in number of states Congress party lost the election. In most of the states, Congress party lost the election, and in many of the states, new parties came to power. Like I told you, Jan Sangh party came to emerge as a important opposition party in many of the states. Then Swatantra party was also there. Communist party also was there. So definitely, the Congress started losing ground from their states in which they had complete control earlier. So this is all about the importance of the election of 1967. Just go through it once. If you have the book, you just go through it once. If not, again we'll discuss next time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So any more doubts, children?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's end our class over here. Okay. You please do your work, and those who have not watched the political science video, please do watch it again. I think it is 30 to 45 minutes video. Please watch it full. All the importance are discussed, because if you don't watch that video, what all doubts you can come across going through that video will come to know, no? So I can clear it when we interact each other. Okay. Okay. Any doubts? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much
No,
for
sir.
sitting in my class. Okay. So I'll again be back with another class. Okay. Till then, please, all of you take care of yourself. Okay. This video will
Okay,
be
sir.
this video will be there. Okay. You can watch it later on. Bye.
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay, you all can leave now, okay? One by
Thank
one.
you, sir.